Oh, hi there. If you're not careful and you clip out of reality in the wrong areas, you'll end up in the back rooms, where it's nothing but the stink of old moist carpets, the madness of mono yellow, the endless background noise of fluorescent lights at maximum hum buzz, and approximately 600 million square miles of randomly segmented empty rooms to be trapped in. God save you if you hear something wandering around nearby, because it's sure as hell heard you. In the early hours of May 13th, 2019, 16-year-old Chris Frayward wrote his now famous story on 4chan's X Paranormal board. The story was posted on a thread made the day prior, asking users to post disquieting images that just feel off. This is the origin of the famous internet creepypasta, The Backrooms. The combination of this story and the image that started the thread became an unexpected hit, spreading to Reddit's r/creepypasta and soon to its own dedicated subreddit. The story grew to become a collaborative project of sorts. Anyone was free to contribute additional lore, levels, and malevolent entities to haunt the unnerving liminal spaces. With little consensus within the community on what's actually canon, the photo that sparked the phenomenon became referred to as Level 0. The Backrooms hit the mainstream in January 2022 when a then 16-year-old Kane Parsons posted his short film, The Backrooms, found footage, to his YouTube channel, Kane Pixels. The movie, made almost entirely in Blender and Adobe After Effects, was in the style of a VHS tape recorded by someone who fell into the backrooms, encountering a strange entity that chases him. The video currently sits at 59 million views, leading to an 18-part YouTube series. Arthouse Film Studio, A24, is producing a Backrooms movie with Parsons as director, planned for a 2025 release. Kane's work and the Backrooms as a whole would prove very influential, credited with popularizing liminal spaces in internet culture, inspiring the TV show Severance, and prompt numerous indie games. But somewhere along the line, people began to ask, where did this image come from? And no one seemed to have an answer. It was circulating 4chan for quite some time before it was made famous, but the site doesn't archive its content, so we didn't know how far back it went. Reverse image searches came up with nothing, and no one came forward with any information. This was kind of unbelievable. For something to get this much widespread attention in the age of the internet to the point of a film adaptation, and no one could pinpoint it, this was an opportunity too good to pass up, and internet sleuths all around the world began searching and theorizing. Where was this famous photo taken? Where are the real-life backrooms? There was really only one piece of evidence, the photo itself, and its every detail, inside and out, was torn apart. The absurd number of wallpapers in the room, the left dividing wall that doesn't quite reach the ceiling, the odd shadowing on the floor, and the different colored carpet on the left that looks like it might lead downstairs. But there were only 6 details that would prove vital to the search. 1. The photo is authentic. There are no signs of manipulation. 2. No filmware is present, so the photo is digital. Within the image is EXIF metadata, something that wasn't invented until late 1995. The file size is 62 kilobytes at a resolution of 480p with a 4:3 aspect ratio. 5. The wall on the right has a B-type outlet, most commonly used in North America. And 6, the color of the room is not this sickly yellow color from the picture. It's probably an effect of the camera's white balance being off. With this information, we can determine that the earliest the photo was taken is late 1995, likely in North America, on a digital camera. And this is closer to what the room would look like in person. On an aesthetic level, it looks like a 1980s style office, possibly renovated in the early 2000s, maybe from a mall or a photo from a real estate listing, or something that was taken from an urban exploration blog, or even as part of insurance claim documentation, given what appears to be water damage on the carpet. With these parameters set, there were many theories, a couple trolls, and some red herrings. Through 2020 and 2021, it became a trend to upload 3D images of the Backrooms to Google Earth. The YouTuber Billy Lay Robot did so to great effect as part of an ARG for their channel that placed the Backrooms in Japan, leading people to point to this as the origin of the photo. Another commonly cited source of Level 0 was Collins Cold Storage. Just like the last lead, someone posted an image of the Backrooms as part of a Google review, making people believe this is where the photo came from. It looks like this is a 3D rendering of the Backrooms, shown from a slightly different angle. The whole thing resulted in spam calls, and false images are posted to this day. Management even reached out and asked people to stop bothering them. One lead that looked really promising was a series of urban exploration photos by photographer Nick Carr, posted to his personal blog in early 2011. They were taken as part of the annual Open House New York program, a series of tours and events across New York that Nick was granted early access to. He chose to photograph the James A. Farley Post Office at 33rd and 8th Avenue. Those searching for the Backrooms would eventually find these photos and thought they looked familiar. The harsh fluorescent lighting, the walls that don't reach the ceiling, the sickly yellow tone, and at the end of a large, desolate room was something shocking. Additional photos were even more tantalizing. Could this really be the location of the Backrooms? By this point, the building had long since been remodeled, so we couldn't go see it in person, but Nick Carr was contacted and said he did not photograph the Backrooms, nor did he see any room like it in New York's Farley Post Office. During the search, there were many YouTube videos made about possible leads, but in hindsight, there was only one that was really on the right track. In mid-2022, YouTuber Pedro Cultus uploaded his video Investigando as Backrooms Original. Pedro Cultus was able to track down an individual named Carmelo LB, who had saved the Backrooms image to his computer many years prior, and the files seemed to have its original metadata, dating the photo to June 12, 2002, taken on a Sony CyberShot camera. This was a major lead, but Pedro Cultus' video was not well received. No one really believed him, thinking he was tricked or he himself wasn't being truthful. And at this point, people were getting frustrated. There seemed to be more hoaxes and misdirects than there were actual leads. The search was going nowhere fast, and a handful of like-minded individuals took matters into their own hands. Members of the Virtual World Discord server decided the only way forward was team effort and brute force. One of its members, Smelliot, began scouring 4chan archives for any earlier examples of the Backrooms. But this is basically impossible. 4chan itself doesn't archive content, so they had to hunt through third-party records, which are very sporadic, incomplete, and usually don't archive photos from older posts. So Smelliot decided to go off context clues alone, searching for any image that was 62 kilobytes in size with a 640 by 480 resolution on any post that someone may have used the Backrooms photo. This is an insane approach to take, but it was really all they had. Smelliot compiled all potential uses of the Backrooms and left them there for others to parse through. On May 28, 2024, Sorara was looking through Smelliot's list of leads and found a few of the images had hashes, a code that sites use to ID photos. With these hashes, Sorara searched 4chan archives to link hashes with posts that might have contained the Backrooms. I cannot stress how crazy this is. The work Smelliot did was already a long shot, and now Sorara was digging even deeper, and after an estimated 150 hours of searching hashes, Sorara began searching another 4chan archive, 4plebs. One of Smelliot's lead contained this hash that when plugged into 4plebs led to a 2011 thread on 4chan's TV board with a preserved photo of the Backrooms. This was a massive discovery, proving that the photo dates back to at least 2011. It looked like we were so close, but this was as far back as the hash would go. So they tried searching the 2011 image's file name, yielding no results on 4chan or any search engine. But another member of the Discord team, Perditus Redux, had the idea to try Twitter. Throwing the file name into the search bar, they uncovered a 2019 tweet by user RKFG_me with the exact same file name. This tweet contained a link to a dead website, and the Wayback Machine only had one single archive from July 2nd, 2004, containing one image, the original source of the Backrooms. They did it. Discord members Smelliot, Sorara, Perditus Redux, Leon, Xaft, and I guess this random Twitter account found where the Backrooms was born. RKFG_me had discovered the source of the Backrooms in 2019, but it went unnoticed for a few reasons. The tweet didn't mention the Backrooms by name, so it wasn't really searchable without the file name. At the time when he posted it, the Backrooms hadn't reached the mainstream, and when it did, the site it linked to was no longer online. When asked why they never came forward and said anything, RKFG_me said they had long forgotten about it. Through the Wayback Machine, we were able to get some additional context behind this famous photo. The link led to a blog for the Oshkosh, Wisconsin branch of the retail chain Hobbytown. The location, at 807 and 811 Oregon Street, Oshkosh, Wisconsin, was long occupied by a furniture store until 1997. For 5 years, the building sat unused, until 2002 when building 807 was leased out to Hobbytown. The room was photographed on June 12, 2002, to document renovations on the second floor into an RC racetrack. The image was uploaded on March 2, 2003, on a blog post titled "The New Revolution Raceway." This is what it looks like today. The Backrooms no longer exist as we know them, and it might be better this way. The unnerving horror of the Backrooms comes from the unknown, and the fact that they've been gone for over 20 years now just strengthens the lore. And as great as it might be to explore this space in person, it also could ruin what makes the Backrooms so powerful. The archives of this blog are still incomplete. So far, only one other photo from the blog has been recovered, showing us a different room next to the backroom photo. 12 photos still remain undocumented. It seems that, just like the Backrooms itself, once you think you found the end, there are only more branching paths. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts on this incredible discovery in the comments, and let me know your suggestions for future videos. Big shout out to my top tier Patreon supporters. Can You Say Rocco Mafleur, Miss Dana, Odesta Honeycrisp, Vinny Cataldo, and Otterly Happy. Thank you all so much. This is Mike with All Things Lost. I'll see you soon.